Well, folks, good morning and a pleasant welcome. We are coming to you from the main boulevard, and we're making our way to the Liberian Police headquarters, where Representative Yekeh Kolubah and the Deputy Police Inspector General. This is the vehicle that is carrying Representative Yekeh Kolubah, and right ahead of him you have the Liberia National Police Deputy Inspector General 102. This morning, Representative Yekeh Kolubah claimed that his vehicle was wrongfully arrested. Let me just get. So this is the vehicle that was accepted. Well, Yekeh, 102 has instructed the Liberia National Police to have Representative Yekeh Kolubah arrested. Let's watch and see how that is going to play out. 102, he himself is walking out to have him arrested. Let's watch up and see. He has all. Okay, 102 now is in. Let's see how it is going to play out. He has instructed the police to have Representative Yekeh Kolubah arrested. So let's watch up and see. We are here right before the office of the Liberian president. There where we are. So okay.
I'm talking to you.
So Representative Yekeh Kolubah's vehicle was arrested this morning, and now 102 is claiming that this vehicle needs to go to the capital.
102, you gotta listen to me. You gotta listen to me.
I'm told Representative Yekeh Kolubah's vehicle was going to work, and the vehicle got
everybody will come here, but you're not going to do it. 102. No, but all the police are there. You don't behave like that to people. We are standing out there. No, but if someone has I intervene before you don't follow me. Then you take something to what will happen. That's complete disrespect. No, that's complete disrespect. Yes, sir. Wait a minute. What one of you is if I start the interview and told you don't follow me, you can't be telling me what you say and what will happen and what we talking will never happen.
One in the front, one in the back.
Well, just joining us. This is Spoon TV.
Yes, sir. I go in the session, the beauty and the man got problem, I stop there and intervene. Y'all follow me, let me resolve it. Y'all move on the street. Yes, sir. Then you come to me and say the car, y'all got to go to Central. No, y'all follow me, say no, it can't happen. The car got honorable play. Yes, sir. That's why you need to understand. Was he in the car? No, that's not the issue. I know if you're driving the car. Okay. I never treated me fine. You disrespected me publicly. If I stop there and told you, y'all follow me, follow me. No, but I said I'm going to Central. Okay. No, but I'm going to Central. You dictating to what we're honorable people. My presence on this car represents the House of Representatives. My presence on this car. I'm not taking it. You don't have power over us. You don't have power. We are exempt from arrest. You don't know that. You can't arrest us. You say action. Who thought you can be arrested? No. Who thought you can be arrested? No, you don't have that authority. That's not embarrassing the country, man. Yeah. You're embarrassing. You know what embarrassing? I ain't going to embarrass the country. You know what? You don't talk to him. I told him, get in the car. The man respected me. You are officer. You can take insult, not assault. It's in your rule. Understand that rule. Yo, I beg you and told you, leave this man alone. Let's go. I was not one-sided. But when you tend to disrespect him, I don't understand. Mr. you honorable. Okay. Anyway, you should have followed me and see whether Yekeh will not be penalized for the action in the street. I appeal to you, follow us. I am the co-chair of Lusaran. I apologize, I'll listen to you. Okay. I'll go. Let's go. What's the thing you're going to accept? What's the thing you're going to accept? Then you make the you don't receive coin, you no support. What's it? No support. The resume. Yeah, you go in the camera, they don't arresting them. Send out the don't already love me, though.
Okay, folks, let us go to the capital and
situation this morning. Did it stall the free movement of traffic? Did you observe a slow movement of traffic around the capital here?
As you may know, Liberia is a one-way street, especially when it comes to people commuting from one end to another. You realize that more people will be coming to town from Kolubah. I mean, it created a serious traffic. It created a serious hullabaloo. Cars were stalled, movement was stalled, and then they had to bring upon a huge crowd that really impeded traffic. It did impede the traffic, and then it somehow obstructed daily movement, on the street.
It's a pleasure.
Was there any fight between the Yekeh Kolubah, the Honorable Yekeh Kolubah, and then the inspector, one or two?
Well, physically, I didn't see any fight, but in my presence, when I was there, I heard the Deputy Commander of Police instructing his junior officers to arrest Yekeh and handcuff me, which of course they didn't do. There was another tussle right here, close up to the building, wherein the one or two himself went to arrest or apprehend Yekeh, but then he was resisted by Yekeh, based on the intervention from other lawmakers on So there were no physical tussle besides what happened recently at the DL campus. There were no damage, there were no casualties.
But there were also opposing force to the one or two as well, Martin Sarkot, when it came to arrest Yekeh Kolubah.
Yeah, Yekeh as a lawmaker has his own followers, so when the issue started, I think the message went out and we saw a huge follower, a huge backup for Yekeh. There was surveillance door, but then they were there to resist whatsoever arrest that was going to be implemented on Yekeh. And then they were in the background and backing Yekeh up that he cannot be arrested. So Yekeh hired own followers who were just supporting him to resist the arrest, whilst 102 and his own men there were there trying to pull Yekeh off. But as it stood, there were no commotion, there was no force, but they had two opposing sides that were resisting and trying to implement. I'm Edward B. Palmer, managing editor and publisher of the manifesto.
Well, thank you very much. You just listening to one of our colleagues. And first, we want to say sorry for coming here late due to some arrangement that had to be made at our studio. But looking at the scene currently, Honorable Yekeh Kolubah of District number 10, what we said, wrongfully accused the Liberia National Police of arresting his vehicle. Yes, the vehicle we're talking about, vehicle is currently here at the vehicle is currently here at the Capitol building, and this vehicle has no. As you can see, this is a vehicle that we're talking about. This vehicle has no plate to the back. They don't have a license plate to the back. Then this vehicle as well that was wrongfully accused Honorable Yekeh Kolubah wrongfully accused the Liberia National Police of arresting this vehicle. You only have this at the front. That's the only plate at the front, but there is no plate at the back of the car. So looking at this, probably there was a little confrontation here wherein Honorable Yekeh Kolubah came along with his supporters, and the Liberia National Police heard about 102 Honorable Martin Sako brought the come over for the arrest of Honorable Yekeh Kolubah, but was resisted by his guys. But now they are in a meeting that we are yet to hear from that few minutes from now. So keep following WAP TV Liberia as we bring you training issued at the ground of the Capitol in Monrovia, Liberia, currently here. So the name is Elijah Diaz-Pine. We still here at the ground of the Capitol. Keep following our broadcast. Leave a comment as we read forward and go forward to bring you the major happening here at the grounds of the Capitol. So we are here to speak to those who were on scene. So we're here to speak with so keep following. Stay tuned to WAP TV. We're here to solicit view from guys who were on the same here at this place.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name?
My name is Steve Benjamin Miles.
Did you watch what happened this morning?
I witnessed partly what happened, and I've gotten a full understanding of what just transpired.
Can you give us your view on that?
Well, I'm told that 102, the police 102, attempted arresting Yekeh Kolubah once on his way to the Capitol, and he was using the third lane, and he tried to enforce the arrest. The arrest could not take effect because other officers refused to arrest Yekeh Kolubah, and he kept running behind his car until he entered the Capitol and was attempting on the grounds of the Capitol to effect the arrest against Yekeh Kolubah for using third lane. For me, I think 102 is blatantly illiterate. He does not know about simple law. A law was passed by both houses that gave clemency to all lawmakers, including associate justices of the Supreme Court, to use third lane in cases of emergency, especially when they are on their way to perform their official duty. 102 is very illiterate, he's oblivious of that law. Had he known that such law exists, he would not have done anything extraordinary. I can give you an account where Rodney C. at one point in time published a story against one of the associate justices of the Supreme Court for using a third lane. He was summoned at the Supreme Court and the law was displayed before him and that right was given. So our police officers must not just be obsessed with wearing uniform and trying to effect power in the name of being a government person against the opposition. I think they must be knowledgeable about the law, because if 102 does not know about such law, and he will come to condescend this law, manifesting indignity in such a way. Tell me what much more about a non-free student who has just joined the Liberian police. They could do worse than that. I think the police need serious education, and that education has to begin with 102 because it's very...
Which part of the Constitution said that?
It is not a constitution, it's a statutory law.
Which part of the law?
It's a statutory law. I may not quote verbatim the law, but as a staffer of the capital, I'm well knowledgeable that such law does exist.
Okay, in your introduction statement, you made mention of some police were asked to go and arrest the honorable lawmaker, and they refused. That pushed Mary Sacco to come and attack allegedly attack the lawmaker. Why did they refuse?
Well, I think perhaps they didn't want to say in the public that their boss was wrong, but I think some of them had the knowledge that their boss was overstepping his bounds. And so they had to refuse to do what is wrong. And it is against that backdrop that Honorable Yekeh Kolubah got in his car and began to and started driving at the Capitol. Honorable Marvin Cole was present. He tried to make a swift intervention to bring the situation to calm, but 102 was very adamant. And he appears so emotional. A police officer must not be emotional. You must be very sure of the law you want to effect, and you must know that you are on your right point. But he doesn't know all of these things, and he sided me the most. Whatsoever on the grounds of the Capitol without the knowledge of the leadership.
You've been on the Capitol this morning and observing the opposing force as well to the Liberia National Police. Do you don't think that is a gross disrespect to the Liberia National Police, wherein Honorable Yekeh Kolubah, with his fans as it tends to be a supporters, coming to refute the arrest of Honorable Yekeh Kolubah?
I don't know how well you've read history, but if you read the letter from Martin Luther King from the Birmingham City Cell, he said, "He who breaks a law that conscience tells him is unjust, but willingly accepts the penalty to arouse the consciousness of society, is in reality demonstrating the greatest respect for the law." Citizens are knowledgeable about the law, and if they will say to allow 102 to effect an arrest against Honorable Yekeh Kolubah for using the third lane, it is a way of demonstrating respect for the unlawful arrest. So they had to say to him that he's wrong. They had to bring him to his conscience so as to know that a law does exist that grants clemency to lawmakers, justices and associate justices of the Supreme Court to use the third lane when they are on their way to perform illegal.
Do you think you have to be
done wrongfully him by use of violence? They did not oppose him by use of violence. Citizens stood around and they were quoting or referencing the law that I have just referenced. And so the same way I'm talking, other people spoke that way. Other officers who came along with him got in personal confrontation with some other citizens and peaceful employees of the Capitol. They had the right, as citizens of this republic, to speak against ills. When something goes wrong, they also have the right to make their positions known on those things. I don't think they in any way obstructed police operation. They didn't in any way oppose the arrest of Yekeh Kolubah using physical force. They just reminded 102 that there is a law that gives rights to representatives using the third lane.
Having interviewed a series of people here on the ground, they talk about issues in relation to Honorable Yekeh Kolubah telling the guys that they aren't going nowhere, they won't follow the Liberia National Police. Do you not think that is obstruction of the law?
Follow the Liberia National Police to go where?
In relation to the wrongful arresting him, as it tends to be.
You've just said that it is a wrongful arrest.
As it tends to be.
I termed it to be a wrongful arrest because there is a law that protects lawmakers. And if someone comes to arrest you for exercising your right as a person, you have the right to oppose. You have the right to oppose. And so if Honorable Yekeh Kolubah was wrong and perhaps he acted out of the bounds of his statutory power, I would have said to him he's wrong. But 1 or 2 acted over bounds. I think that arrogance needs to stop. This is not the first time that 1 or 2 has behaved very arrogant, irresponsible, rude, and uncalled for in the public. I think the rudeness, the unprofessionalism, the arrogance need to stop.
Do you think by stopping the operation of the Liberia National Police is the best means to resolve issues?
The operation of the Liberia National Police was not stopped. 1 or 2 was summoned by the speaker to appear before him so that they can have a dialogue. Perhaps the speaker will do due diligence to show him the law and educate him that such law exists on the books that grants representatives and senators the clemency to use the terror.
Thank you very much. What's your name again?
T. Benjamin Myers, my name.
Speaking still here, still forward.
Listen, who is currently here at the grounds of the capital should know better for this. When you are a police director, when you are deputy for operation, there are many things happening. The armed robbery rate in the country has increased. What is it doing to provide safety for our citizens? Or you think by coming to arrest Honorable Kolubah is the way you can show that the police force is effective? That's laziness. Okay? Go on the highway. There's no highway patrol, no public safety. You know, I mean, you as a deputy director of operation, you should be thinking to bring about innovation. Innovative ways how the police can be more proactive. But you sit there and reduce yourself to a partisan police, and you come to run after people who have the same views against the government. I think it's unfortunate.
Do you think this is going to disturb session to distance to this?
It is not going to disturb session. It is not going to disturb. But I think to those who are watching from outside Liberia, I mean, I can't imagine the shame, disgrace, and embarrassment the action of these people continue to bring to the country. Liberia is the first independent African republic on the continent. We used to be the big hope for all African countries. Look at our country now. You have a footballer in the mansion who thinks that everybody in the country should be accountable to him. It doesn't work that way.
But this is not about the president. This is just a composite.
Well, these people are taking direct mandate from the president. If you listen to what David Saka was saying, that Honorable Kolubah is in the constant habit of attacking the president, making derogatory comment against the president, you arrest the man and drag the man. I mean, to be dragging somebody in this ancient time reminds me of our war years. You're not running a rebel force. You got to be civil. If you think that they has committed an offense, the court is there. You're not above the law. You come to hijacking the traffic and even follow him on the grounds of the capital. This is a sacred environment. You not bring armed men here to terrorize and intimidate members of the legislature and the staff. Don't do that. And I think it's very much unfortunate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Are you aware that Honorable Yekeh Kolubah came along with his guys too as well?
What do you call guys?
Guys to rebut or to stop the Liberia National
I haven't
Police.
seen anybody who came along with him. As a matter of fact, the lawmaker comes to work, he has office staff. So who do you refer to?
So who are those guys that stopped the Liberia National? According to
office staff. Who have you seen? I mean, to the best of my recollection, I've seen posted here at every point of the Capitol building. I see 1 or 2 car park here. I've been seeing people who carry sticks and running after 1 or 2. So, I mean,
that not having the big stick, but according to some source, it refers to Yekeh Kolubah coming with his guys. Do you not think that is another form of obstructing the operation of the Liberia National Police?
The president of Yekeh Kolubah, the Capitol building, poses a threat to the president or the government. There are remedies provided for under our law. If you think the presence of the man in this country, on this ground, poses a threat to your government or to your individual survival, there are remedies provided for under the law. Okay? But to come and bring armed men to arrest a sitting lawmaker who is on here with a session, I mean, it is not only an egregious violation of the Constitution, it is a display of gross insensitivity by these people.
Thank you very much. What's your name again?
I'm Sando.
Son of who?
Daniel.
Thank you very much, sir. Listen to use of voice here at the ground of the capital as we bring you at the capital building. Mameka is out of the back. Also, we here bring to you live coverage at the ground of the capital. We will bring you girlfriend at this. So, we are here to bring to you the coverage as well. So glad having you here speaking. Here I'm Elijah Diaz-Pine bringing you live coverage at the ground of the capital, wherein we see here today Honorable Yekeh Kolubah accused the Liberia National Police of wrongfully trying to arrest his vehicle. wrongfully as intended to be. So we are yet to hear from them as they go for a meeting, as a resolution meeting at the ground of the Capitol, to have professional journalists here at the ground of the Capitol from various institutions. We are here posted as well, waiting on Honorable Yekeh Kolubah and Honorable Matthew Sackott, 1 or 2 of the Liberia National Police, as they come out to bring you the format in relation to the arrest of Honorable Yekeh Kolubah at the ground of the Capitol. When listening to the many voices, some refer to Honorable Matthew Sackott as being rude. They don't know the Lord. We don't follow we haven't read the Lord. We don't understand the running of the judiciary as well. So likewise, keep flowing as we will be bringing you see what's happening as we await them to come out here at this place to give the view in relation to what clearly happened. We've been hearing from many people, but we are here to speak with the accused themselves. We are here to speak to the accused themselves as they go for a little meeting to be back. So folks, that'll be it. Keep flowing. This is WAP TV Liberia. We in your company bringing you live coverage here at the ground of the Capitol in Monrovia. So that'll be it. We would love to take a little break for now as we await them as they come from the resolution meeting that went on at the office, the Speaker of the House of Representatives on the Board of Children. He just coming out, Honorable Kolubah. He quickly as he come out from the meeting, but he had to speak to us. But according to him,
I will just get on it.
he would love to speak to us quickly. Honorable Kolubah is here as well. So folks, this is WAP TV Liberia. So we would love to speak to him quickly in this line. We would love to speak to him.
No, I'm coming 1 minute. You're going, we're not coming.
We're not coming.
No, we're going, no, we're cutting it right.
Thank you
Bigger, man.
In the minute of speaking to looking at the dress code and the came to work. So, you are coming to work. Why said that you were started by the Liberia National Police?
Coming to work for being respected by the Constitution. Not protect me if you are in my bedroom.
And so,
I don't have to be coming to work.
Where were you going, sir?
I was going to my girlfriend's place.
And just listen to him, he said you were going to his girlfriend's place, and then he was sure that as well. So folks, albeit, yeah, he said he was not coming to a regular session, but rather going to his girlfriend's place. He was going to his girlfriend's place and was escorted by the Liberia National Police to be arrested because of his wrong move at the intention to be. So he just listened to him and said he was going to his girlfriend's place. So albeit on the ground of the Capitol, waiting on Yekeh Kolubah to speak to him in relation to the just accused from the Liberia National Police, but with 1 or 2 on Matthew Sackott. So yeah, I said, thank you very much for following this WAP TV Liberia, and we always bring you live coverage. The WAP TV Liberia always in your company. We bring you live coverage at this place. Bringing you live coverage in this place. We just saw the both accused coming out from the Speaker House office, and then moving on to the real side. And Honorable Yekeh Kolubah said he's going to his house to get dressed before coming to work. And looking at the time, currently, looking at the time is 11. The time is 11. This place, looking at session time is 10. Then you haven't yet dressed up to come for work. So right yet, we are still yet trying to possible bit in speaking to him, but he was here to speak to us and 1 or 2 gave her his number that we should call him to have an exclusive with him. So albeit, we are very glad to have you. Stay tuned to WAP TV Liberia as we always in the company bring to you live coverage. So, thank you very much. This is WAP TV Liberia, and we are here at the Grand of Capital. Bring to you the Happy New Year.
I will call you back. Anytime they put in the Kalamotel tell you, we build a law and we take it. Now, we know opposed to tell you, because steal the global money. Legend. They get me somebody scared in the country. I get authority, I will use it.
Yes, that's it.
You know my authority.
That's it.
You don't know my authority. I'm going to pity power. That's your business, man. Why you arrest me? Why you arrest me? You arrest me. I want you arrest me. Kolubah. Mommy can't arrest me. Kolubah. You can arrest over, the man look at my plate. They arrest my car for what? Kelly, we made the law. Well, you don't know the law. Fuck over. He gave me the what they eat. So what? So what? You know about something hard pull over. I see a pool as well. So put the car over. I didn't tell you my car. Tell the car central. Tell me very reckless. You also say that. He probably can't ask me what happened 1 or 2. But he said he's something me. Huh? What about this?
And so we are just west adjacent, that's opposite the orange GSM company office right in Singapore. So let's just give you happenings can you
Honorable Yekeh Kolubah, who is the representative of District Number 10 is. So let's just join our chief driver.
Come back. I tell you, you can go ahead. You want to work out? 1 or 2.
I know what you're doing. The place in the car parking where I'm going to show you the place. Every now and then, he's up in to that place. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's wrong. Man, you over here. Oh, I just said something. I'm a scholar, man. Don't make it up. Damn it. What do
you say, man? I got my set power to use. You cannot know it. You cannot know it. See who in your car. Who drive my car?
You see, one thing in this country, Liberia, one of the things that I think we really need to get rid of is the issue of not being abiding by the rules and that of the law that govern this land, Liberia. See, what makes a country a great country is being obedient to the law. You know, the law is what governs the land. Like for the issue of the third land that was mentioned by the District Number 10 representative, it is instructed in the traffic law that it is the president, the vice president, and that of emergency vehicle that has the right to flat the tail lane any other individual. So you see, as one of our brothers just walk through and start, well, let's just join as we are currently at the grounds of the capital. So let's just continue for right here. I'm Rufus D. Mobile, making sure we do this live.
But coming to him,
I'll just get on it.
you love to speak to us quickly. So folks, this is what TV Liberia. So we'd love to speak to him quickly. In this life, no, in the mood of speaking to looking at the dress code and the came to work. So, you are coming to work. Why said that you were escorted by the Liberia National Police?
Coming to work for be respected by the Constitution. Not protect me if you are in my bedroom.
And
so I don't have to be coming to work.
Where were you going, sir?
I was going to my girlfriend's place.
And just listen to him. He said you were going to his girlfriend's place, and then he was assured that as well. So, folks, albeit, yeah, he said he was not coming to a regular session, but rather going to his girlfriend's place. Now, session time is 10, and then he haven't yet dressed up to come for work. So, albeit, we are still yet trying to possible bit in speaking to him, but he was yet to speak to us and wanted to give her his number that we should call him to have an exclusive with him. So, albeit, we are very glad to have you. Stay tuned to WAP TV Liberia as we always in the company bring to you live coverage.
I will call you back. Anytime they go in the California tell you, we build a law and we'll take it. Now, we know opposed to the tell you, opposed to the proper money. Now, You can arrest over the man look at my plate. They arrest my car for what?
Well, going to what TV Liberia and D-Mobile bringing you this live broadcast here.
So what? You know about them in the hot pool over now. I see a pool and swear. So put the car over. I tell you, my car tell the car to Central. Tell me very reckless. You also say that. He probably can't ask me what happened one or two. But he said he's something to me. Huh? What about this?
There's a sickness in the land, so
we made a law and we're taking. I don't know what to tell me because stealing a broken police. What the way? You got 10 citizens. What the look you want to walk out? Come back on. I tell you, you can go ahead. You want to walk out? 1 or 2.
I know what you're doing. The place in the car parking where I'm going to show you the place. Every now and then, he's up with people to that place. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't allow it to wait for you again. It's wrong.
Man, you over here.
Oh, I just say something. I'm a security man. They make a lot of talent. Why you want
to say, man? I got my sensitive power to use. You cannot know it. You cannot know it. See who in your car. Who drive my car? Who drive my car? Yekeh.
So the police is finally, the police has decided to go finally. As you can see, members of the police are now making their way finally. This is it. Traffic is now relieved, and this situation caused a very huge traffic jam. Okay.
He quickly, he just coming out from Kolubah. He quickly as he come out from the meeting, but he yet to speak to us. but according to him,
Oh, I'll just get on it.
he would love to speak to us quickly. Kolubah is here as well. So folks, this is Club TV Liberia. Kolubah is here as well. Bible supplementary course. So we would love to speak to him quickly. In this life, no, I mean 1 minute. We're going. In the mood of speaking to looking at the dress code and came to work. So, you are coming to work. Why said that you were escorted by the Liberia National Police?
Coming to work for being respected by the Constitution. Protect me even in my bedroom.
And so,
I don't have to be coming to work.
Where were you going, sir?
I was going to my girlfriend's place.
Well, just listen to him. He said you were going to his girlfriend's place, and then you were shredded as well. So, folks, albeit, he said he was not coming to a regular session, but rather going to his girlfriend's place. Session time is 10. Then he haven't yet dressed up to come for work. So right yet, we are still yet trying to possible bit in speaking to him, but he was yet to speak to us and wanted to give us his number that we should call him to have an exclusive with him. So albeit, we are very glad to have you. Stay tuned to WAP TV Liberia as we always in the company bring you live coverage.
I will call you back. And let them go in the Calamotel tell you, we build a law and we'll take it. Now, we know opposed to tell you, to steal the drop of money.
That's it.
They give me some of the ski in the country. I get authority, I will use it.
Yes, that's it.
I know my authority.
That's it. That's it.
You don't know my authority. I'm going to give you power. That's your business, man. Why you arrest me? Why you arrest me? Arrest me. I want you to arrest me. Kolubah. You can arrest over the man look at my plate. They arrest my car for what? Kelly, we made the law. Well, you don't know the law. Fuck over. He gave me the what they eat. So what? So what? You know about them in the hot pool over now. I see a pool as well. So put the car over. I tell you, my car, tell me. Tell the car to Central. Tell me, very reckless. You also say that. He probably can't ask me what happened 1 or 2. But he said he's something me. Huh? What about this dog? That's not man. 1 or 2. Yeah? 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Hello.
There's a sickness in the land, so
we made a law and we'll take it. I don't know what to tell you. Because still in the proper police here. What the way? Not just the citizen. I tell you, you can go ahead. You want to work out? 1 or 2.
I know what you're doing. The place in the car parking where I'm going to show you the place. Every now and then, he's up in people to that place. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't allow it to wait for you again. It's wrong.
Man, you about to
I just say something. I'm a security man. Let's make it up to tell it.
I got my sense here power to use. You cannot know it. You cannot know it. See who in your car. Who drive my car? Who drive my car? Yekeh.
So the police is finally, the police has decided to go finally. As you can see, members of the police are now making their way finally. This is it. Traffic is now relieved, and this situation caused a very huge traffic. Okay.
He quickly, he just coming out from Kolubah. He quickly as he come out from the meeting, but he yet to speak to us. But according to him,
I will just get on it.
he would love to speak to us quickly from Kolubah here as well. So folks, this is what TV Liberia always do. Kolubah is here as well. Part of the mental force. So we would love to speak to him quickly. In this life, no, I mean 1 minute. You're going, we're not coming. No, we're going, no, we're cutting it right. The men are prepared. I'm bigger, man. Bigger. In the minute of speaking to looking at the dress code and came to work. So, you are coming to work. Why said that you were escorted by the Liberia National Police?
Coming to work for being respected by the Constitution. Not protect me if you are in my bedroom.
And so,
I don't have to be coming to work.
Where were you going, sir?
I was going to my girlfriend's place.
And just listen to him. He said you were going to his girlfriend's place, and then you were assured that as well. So first, albeit, he said he was not coming to a regular session, but rather going to his girlfriend's place. Session time is 10. Then he haven't yet dressed up to come for work. So albeit, we are still yet trying to possible bit in speaking to him, but he was yet to speak to us and wanted to give her his number that we should call him to have an exclusive with him. So albeit, we are very glad to have you.